Aloha everybody, I'm Cheryl Hamilton from Create with Cheryl, and today I want to show you how to make a 3-panel scenery Z-fold card. So it opens like this, and it's just one sheet of 6x6 paper that I've cut into 3 different sections. And anyway, it's really simple, really fun to do, and for this one I've used One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper. So stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. I'm starting with a 6x6 paper, Designer Series paper that's called One Horse Open Sleigh, and it's got all these different scenes on it. I just have some paired up with the cardstock I was going to use. And so they'll all be a little bit different, but really pretty. I've started with a cardstock base. This is Lost Lagoon, a really pretty color. And I have cut it 8.5 by 5.5 and then scored it at 4 1/4. And then at this end, that's 7 1/4. And then you're gonna fold it in half like a regular card, and then just fold the front flat back. So that's your basic fold for your card base. Then you're going to take your Designer Series paper, and first I'm going to cut so that it's not quite as tall. So I'm going to cut off a little bit so that it ends up 6 inches by 5 1/4. And I have to think about this because I was thinking I could just cut the top, but because I like this, I like this little part on the bottom. So let me see what happens if I make it 5 1/4. I can see I'm cutting off a bit. I'm just going to try it. But you could do different things with your card and cut off a little bit from the top, a little bit from the bottom. So the next part, you're just going to cut this in 3 different sections. So first you're going to put it in and cut it. The left is going to be 2 1/4. So I'm going to 2 1/4 right there. And I'm just going to slice it. And then the middle one, I'm going to 1 5/8. Right there. So you're going to line these up on your card just like that, just like they've been cut. So I've cut a piece of basic white cardstock, and let me see, this is cut at 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, and I'm going to stamp on it before I glue it. I'm going to stamp the white piece using Lost Lagoon and just doing a sentiment from Brightest Glow. It's full of great Christmas sentiments and New Year's too. So I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle, and then I wanted something at the bottom that matched this, so I just found a twig that is from Seasonal Branches. I'm just using this one. I'm going to put a twig in Early Espresso. I'm going to stamp it and then stamp again without re-inking it, and it makes this, it looks really neat. Okay, so I'm grabbing my card base. You're going to start from your right side. Okay, and the first thing you're doing is glue the white panel right here. And you're just deciding where to put it based on the margins. Okay, so whenever it looks right to you, it should be good. And then the second one you're going to grab, and you're going to just place it where it looks right between the score line and the white piece. You know, they both have probably about an 1/8 inch margin. And Tombow, with this kind of glue, you have a few seconds to position it just like you want it, so it's real nice to use. Okay, then you're going for the third one, and you're not going to worry about where the middle is. Again, you're putting it with just a, you know, close to this tree panel here. Okay, and then for this last one, you don't want to put glue all over it because it's not all going to be glued down. You want to just fold it like this, put glue on the front little panel that's flipped back, and then you're gluing so that the left side is on this panel. Oh, I should have been a little more careful and put my glue further away, but it'll still be okay because I don't use too much glue. So there it is on there, and this part on the right didn't have glue on it. And isn't that pretty? You know what? I forgot to caution you. This is really important. You need to be careful that you don't want a bunch of this white piece. Like if I wouldn't have glued it so well, you'd have it more like this, where some of the white is showing, you know, and you might not like it behind there. So just be careful before you press everything down. Like I could have had it over a bit more, that you're happy with the part not showing under there. I've stamped a greeting on basic white from the Brightest Glow, and I'm going to go cut it out with these dies right here. I've cut both of these out with Nested Essentials dies, which is a real useful die cut, you can see. You see, I'm going to glue them together. And then on my card, let me see, I'm just going to glue it, and you don't want glue all over it. Remember that, you just want it on the right side. That looks good. And I like it with the brown. Somebody in class did something I liked. I'm going to see if I can make it work. Just put a couple of branches. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, that looks nice. And then let's do a few of those rhinestones because they're kind of sparkly like snow. When I pick these things up, I notice a lot of people picking them up with their fingers, and that's kind of hard to do. I think it's a little easier if you just take your pick tool and make sure you grab the sticky part that's on the bottom. And then you can just start putting these all over the place. Okay, done with my card. So I hope you guys give this a try. It's a great technique for using for these scenery type of things. And that's it. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and you all have a good day. Aloha.